do this, people. People. There's Chad Hoey, first and always. I mean, except when you're not. Whoa, whoa. Calm that shit down. Not going to Scares. Nope. I was supposed to go. Me and Tom Duffy were supposed to go share a table. And I'm not going and Tom's not going. So they gave our table away, hopefully. Somebody else will make billions of dollars instead of us. Or hardly any money. I'm actually glad I'm not going. Because the thought of that ride, we'd still be in the car right now. Wait, what's today? Oh, today's Friday. Now we would have gotten there yesterday at some point. We'd probably be in the car right now, driving to Rick's Cheesesteaks. I'm gonna miss that. Totally, I'm gonna miss that, but not really my crowd anymore. So I'm actually fine with it. I was like, oh, I might get some FOMO, Nah. Let's see all the pictures on Facebook so far of people there, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care about that person. I don't care about that person. Like, maybe I'll see that person again in the future. Who knows? I'm probably not going to go to AuthorCon anymore ever again. Definitely not going to the St. Louis one ever again. And I'm fine with that. I have other things that I'm going to be doing, crime thriller wise. So, I'll be going to BoucherCon, except for when they're in Canada next year. Their loss, oh well, is right. Their loss. They're probably all sitting around crying right now, having a drum circle. I don't know why they'd have the drum circle there. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm trying to not go overboard the next year or two. Next 18 months, not do much more than BoucherCon in New Orleans in September and the NINC conference in Tampa, Tampa in September. That's it. I have MondoCon coming up in August, but then that's here. So. Can you take Tom to Nink as your spouse? I mean, technically I could, but I won't because my spouse absolutely loves going because it's right on the beach, right on the Gulf. So for her, it is legitimately a vacation. We get there Wednesday, and while I do the opening ceremonies and the opening stuff like that, then she gets all settled in the hotel room overlooking the water. We go grab some food together, and then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, she is literally, Shelly walks over 5 steps to the beach and gets a tan, puts in her headphones, listens to a couple of audiobooks, while I have dinner or lunch with the Nink conferences people. There's a million places around there for her to go eat. So last year we walked to a seafood place, which is about a half a mile away, and that almost killed me because I was so out of weight. So my goal is by that point, by MondoCon in August, to have dropped like 15, 20 pounds, and then to drop a few more pounds before we get to Nink. So, speaking of the devil, there's Tom Duffy right there. There's Peter Marsh. Yeah, so I cannot take Tom as my spouse to Nink because my spouse actually likes going to Nink, and then again she crashes on the beach and for most of the time and just relaxes by herself, which is nice. I lost that much pre-COVID, then gained it all back. Yeah, you could definitely lose 40 pounds. You could probably lose about 140 pounds, you fat bastard. Sorry. I could easily lose over 100 pounds. I like how the fat guys get mean at the other guy. I am currently 350 pounds, which is fucking ridiculous. And actually yesterday I did not have a good day at all. I haven't had a good couple 3 days here. I've been very depressed, and so then I eat too much, and so then like I don't even know what the hell did I have yesterday for lunch. Oh, I had the leftovers. We went to Stefan's restaurant in Georgia the night before, and I got coconut shrimp, and they gave you like a dozen of them. Then they were fucking huge, with fries, with hush puppies, and so I took like half of them home because I also ate. My wife ordered a lot of food, and then I sampled. Oh, biscuits and gravy. Let me have some of that, kind of thing. And then we had appetizers, corn nugget appetizers. So I took the couple hush puppies, 6 of the popcorn shrimp, and like half the fries home, and I had them for lunch yesterday, which is a lot of food. And then last night I cooked, and I made chicken cutlets and egg noodles in butter. I love egg noodles, but I ended up eating I made the whole bag, and I made like 8 pieces of chicken nuggets, and then I also make, I don't know if you do this, but when I always crack more eggs than I need, and I pour in more breadcrumbs than I need for the chicken. And then I take the what's left of the egg and I dump it in, and I mix it in with the breadcrumbs, and then I make patties, like 3 or 4 patties of that, which I also then throw in the oil at the end. And I love those. As a kid, my mother used to make those. I would eat those instead of eating the chicken. I love them so much. So I had 4 of those last night. My wife only had 2 pieces of chicken. I had 6 pieces of chicken, and I had most of the egg noodles. And then my wife's like, I really want cookies. I said, well, we got cookies. We got those 6 giant cookies we can make. So, being the nice husband, I get up and I make cookies. I'm not even hungry, but I knew she wanted cookies. And then I ended up eating 3 of these giant cookies. And then the rest of the night was awful. My side hurt. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't breathe. I just had a really bad night. So I woke up this morning. I'm like, you know what? Positive Friday. I'm gonna do better. Starting today, I'm gonna walk. Starting today, I'm gonna eat better. I'm gonna do what I need to do. So I had fancy tortilla soup that my wife had bought for me to try, which was delicious. And I think I had like 10 saltine crackers I broke up in it instead of taking the whole sleeve. And I had a little thing of pears in pear juice at breakfast, and I had 1 cup of coffee, and I'm drinking water. Tonight, I'll have soup. I got like 50 cans of soup in there I never eat. So I'm gonna do better. Peter says I could definitely lose 40 pounds. I lost so much because of getting it back. Then I read one of your books, and it makes me want to eat bagels and Italian food. Yeah, that's the problem too. The problem is sitting here writing all of this stuff about food. I need to shed some linebackers also. You do need to shed. You have way too many linebackers. See, this is even a book of yours, and you are talking about delicious food. I don't like coconut shrimp, though. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I don't get coconut shrimp all that often. So when I saw it on the menu, now I could have ordered whatever they call it, like their captain's platter or their admiral's feast, whatever the hell. And it's like literally like this big. Like this is one of these old southern places that literally overfeed you. So they have like this burger on the menu, and it's like 3 third-pound patties. So you get like a pound of meat. The thing's like this friggin' big, and the burgers are like this big. So I love watching other people. My wife laughs. She's like, she's like, I always watch you're staring at people. She's like, and when we first started dating at first, I thought you were like staring at all the women's butts. And now I realize you are looking at all the women's butts, but you're also looking at all the food coming out. But yeah, I'm interested. I like seeing what other people are ordering and what it looks like. And I mean, that they just overpile. Like the corn nuggets, it was a giant thing. I'm like, this is a lot. So we will be back. We will be going back there. And it's literally like a half an hour drive away. Tom, it's like a half an hour for you too, because you're basically going up. Like we're going to... like you're going to Willie Joel's, the barbecue place we went to, but you're making a left there, and it's like another 15 minutes up the road. You actually go into Georgia at that point. I would rather have shrimp wrapped in bacon and jalapeno peppers or a shrimp po' boy. Well, you can't have that there, okay? When you come to dinner with us, guess what you're not having? Those things. I think bacon is enough with the bacon already. Everybody's doing everything but bacon. No. And jalapeno poppers are just, no. Like I had some the other night from Domino's, and man, that ripped through my butt for like 2 straight days. I'm such a wimp when it comes to hot stuff. All good, though. Good times. So, man, it's just too hot in here. 79 degrees outside, mostly sunny. Couple of clouds in the sky. Not bad. Wow, what? I said a lot of things that you could say wow to. You got to be more specific than that, Peter. But then I watched the Red Sox win on opening day yesterday. I was very excited about that. Yeah, there's certain one like I got from Domino's. I got their jalapeno and bacon stuffed bread, and man, it was It was brutal coming out. How's Alex Bregman? I think he got a hit yesterday, and the the Ranger crowd booed the shit out of him, which is funny. You knew that was going to happen. So as soon as they announced him, the Texas Ranger fans just stood and booed, which was funny. Passionate fans out there. And my favorite player on the Astros. A good player. I hate the Astros. But I'm glad he's on our team. Be right back. All right, well, hold. Hold. Everybody hold. Nobody do anything. I didn't write a lot yesterday. I wrote a lot on Wednesday, though. I got 3 different things. I wrote like 2,500 words or so. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, how much I'm going to do, if anything. I did a lot of other work this morning. I'm also realizing, I was like, hey, let me check my audio. I know I should get paid by audio today. And I was like, holy crap. Like I sold 200 and something audiobooks. And I don't normally do, and it was all like my baseball book, and then it was all of the Flagler Beach fiction series audiobooks. And like a couple of these, couple of these. And I should have a better month this month, and I had a great month last month, so very excited about that. Hopefully I can keep building the audiobooks up. Because those sales are like, sometimes I'm making like $30, $40, you know, on the self-published stuff. And I'll do all right. Sever Press, I'll always do maybe $70, $80 every month over there on those. But I mean, that's like 6 or 7 books, audiobooks or more, I think. So not a ton of sales. I hope to get some writing in today, tomorrow, and Sunday. We have nothing planned. I think my wife is going to see her mother Saturday and or Sunday. Flagler Beach fiction at the Flagler Beach Library. Exactly. Except I don't have any of those print books left. And I'm not gonna order any because that thing's like literally like not tomorrow but the next week. So that should be interesting. So hopefully I'll sell the books I missed selling this weekend. Hopefully I'll sell them next weekend. Hopefully I will see you before then, Tom, because I need you to sign all these copies of all our Tide books, or at least a handful of them, so I can. If I sell them, then they'll have your autograph on them as well. Should be nice. Page 2. This is page 2. Okay. My goal is to finish this page and then part of the next page. Almost there. Couple more lines. All right. Chapter done. Page done. No Nick Zinn, I'm guessing, today. Strange even. Strange bedfellows. There's Mr. Frank. Where the hell have you been? We've been looking everywhere for you. Everywhere. We. OUI. There was a porn magazine back in the 70s, 80s. And I always just thought the name of it was OUI. I didn't understand it all. It didn't matter. There was naked women in the magazine. My dad had many issues in his vast collection. Chewbacca, Bush Monthly, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, back then it was, yeah, yeah. My dad only had a couple, but the only one I can remember is a magazine called Rooster that had Suzanne Summers naked in it. Suzanne Summers. Nice. Very nice. I remember he had one, I don't remember the name of the magazine, but he had Linda Blair and her giant boobies. And I'll never forget on the cover, it said Linda Blair. Her boobs must each weigh 15 pounds. I don't know if they actually weighed them or not. I don't know what they weigh now. But I do remember that. I do remember Linda Blair. I was very excited. I was like, ooh, that's Linda Blair. That was like early 80s when she was basically doing soft porn and crap. Nice. Last night we watched the last two episodes this season of Reacher. Not my favorite season. I liked it. I did not like the chick in it at all. Luckily, by the last couple of episodes, she dropped her really thick, fake Boston accent. So it was just a really bad fake accent, but it wasn't, park the car stuff. She still had it a little bit, but not as much, which is good. So happy about that. But it ended, and I was like, all right, whatever. Fucking Tom Smother was back on Love Boat last night, but it's a totally different. The Smothers brothers are so multifaceted. You don't realize how in demand they were back in the day. Because they were just phenomenal actors. Just phenomenal. Was it in the same season, or was it like you jumped from like season 86 to season 87? Also, Dick Van Patten was on it. Well, obviously. He must have the most guest appearances on that show, or any show. Have we had Ruth Buzzy on yet? Or Charles Nelson Riley? Have you gotten to those episodes? None of the classics. Tom Smother from the other night was great. This chick gets on the ship holding rabbit ear antennas, and Isaac and Gopher notice that is odd. Even back then, that was odd. I'm sure if you do it now, it would be also odd. I'm sure there was a hysterical setup for it, though, you know? Then Tom Smother boards and tells them she's an alien from outer space. Crazy. Crazy. I mean, now you can't make fun of people if they say they're an alien. That's what they say they are. That's their. What's your pronoun? Alien. Okay. I can't say another word. I can't say another word to you. So the first few minutes, Smothers has Isaac and Gopher convinced she's an alien, and they are freaking out. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine the overacting from those two about it. I can imagine how insane that became. What is your wife and kids doing while you're watching Love Boat, though? I gotta know. So Isaac approaches her, and she confides that she's a librarian, and she's acting like an alien to get Tom Smothers' attention, because he goes to the library all the time, and he's totally into sci-fi. Ah, that does make sense if you want. Oh, he's into sci-fi? I'm not going to make pretend I'm also into sci-fi. I'm going to make pretend I'm an alien. Man, these writers smoked a lot of weed back then. You know what I'm saying? A lot of weed. They're all like, how do we make this as stupid as possible? As you can imagine, in the end, she admits she was acting to get his attention. He gets mad for like 3 seconds, but then they go bang it real quick before getting back to home board. Nice. So it all worked out in the end, unlike every other couple that goes on Fantasy Island or Love Boat. There's Nick Zinn. Where the hell have you been? No dice, huh? Ugh. Come on, man. Get your shit together. Find this, man. I want to be rich. Don't you want us to be rich? You're being very selfish, Nick. Very selfish. You start side-eyeing other people out there walking around. Somebody's like, why is this dude always in this park? Why is he always talking to somebody? He swears his girlfriend's there, but no one can see her. A couple more times in the park, they'll start giving you money. They'll think you're homeless. I'll buy this. Hell yeah, you'll buy the Swiss. A lot of Swiss. I know for Shelly's 50th birthday, we're going to have, she wants to do like cheese and crackers and stuff like that. So I hope you'll be impressed enough with your selection of cheeses. Ready for you to come and give it a try, and yeah, no. What did you miss? You missed a lot. Peter, you missed so much. So much. All right. I hit another page just so you know. Next page, Nick Zane. You son of a little bitch. Next page. You just missed the next page, Peter. Good going. But Nick's here to save us. Next page, Peter Marsh. Next page. Missing out on all that karaoke. Yeah. No. Those are the times of the night that I stay away from the bar. Because you either have just a bunch of drunken assholes, or you have, the ringers that have to come in. I remember the year one author showed up with his own CD of music he had burned that he wanted to use instead of whatever they were using. Like, you are a fucking douchebag. Or the guy that one time he brought his acoustic guitar and he just wanted to play the song, not karaoke. He just wanted to sing the song with him and his accompanying guitar. Like, you're an idiot. What am I writing today? More Down and Dirty 5. I broke 11,000 words on this, so it's getting there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other stories pulled up currently, but I don't know if I'm going to work on any of them. I might later this afternoon. Good job, and thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. How long did it take to break 11,000? I don't know, because I'm writing this while I'm writing other stuff, so there's never really it took me this long. I could tell you what day I started it. That might be interesting. Let's see. That was 4. Friday, February 28th. I wrote the first 518 words on this. So literally a month ago. So about a month. So about like 300 and something words a day, average. But obviously I'm not writing this every day. I've written a bunch of other stuff in the meantime. All good though. All good. So here's the problem. There's a new Japanese buffet that opened up close to me. I originally said to my wife, "Hey, I would like to go." She's not a big fan of Chinese buffet, Japanese buffet, because she doesn't like vegetables and stuff. So it's like she can only eat so much chicken and meat. They have a very, very prominent sushi bar area, which I do not eat sushi. And they also had something else that I was like, I'm not into that either. But I want to check it out. But I might not go because, again, I want to eat better. But I think next Tuesday, Amanda Ward is coming over to write. And maybe Amanda and I will go. And Tom, if Tom wants to actually leave his house. Do you find you write more gooder when you wear a book shirt? I find that I do. I find that I normally, when I wear a book shirt, it's normally about 8% more words in those days. Now, what's weird is when I wear a sports shirt, it's 6% less I write in those days. So I got to stop wearing sports shirts. But that's cool because you work on different projects at the same time. That's how you don't get stuck. Exactly. I don't ever get bored. I might not write on this for 3 or 4 days because I'm writing a short story or I'm writing something else. So I'll tell you what's pulled up. Down and Dirty 5 right now. A story called King of the Mountain, which is my Southern Gothic noir thriller that I'm eventually going to get to a publisher or to an agent, and that is 21,000 words on that so far. There's a short story, a sci-fi short story I'm writing for an anthology. There is Dying Days Patient Zero, the prequel to the Dying Days ones that's currently on my Patreon. I'm way ahead on that. I think I just did. Yesterday was chapter 23. I think I'm on 40 something chapters on that. Another short story I'm writing that just to write, and that is a crime thriller one. And then I'm writing the last book for Severed Press, Mammoth, which I haven't written in like 2 months. So I started it. I'm like just started chapter 2 on that. So I have it pulled up in case I get any ideas for it. So pretty much that's what I'm working on right now. A Japanese buffet is going to have healthier options than a Chinese buffet or even a Jimmy buffet. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot more looking at the pictures. Somebody shot a video. There's a lot more vegetables. So, again, I might go this weekend, or I might go Tuesday with Amanda. Or this weekend and Tuesday with Amanda. Is he wearing a book or movie shirt today? It's a movie based on a book, so it counts. Yeah, why do you gotta be like that? Mammoth, Mammoth VH, Mammoth Van Halen. Yes, exactly. Oh, there's a 3-part treasure hunt doc on Netflix. Greed and Gold, I think. Oh, I'll have to look that up. I like those. I told you I watched The Deep the other day, the other night, 1977. Classic. About Fenn's treasures. Okay, I'll have to check that out. So me and my wife have Bosch started. First 4 episodes have dropped. We got to watch that this weekend. We have 2 Harlan Coben, I think 5 or 6 episode series that dropped recently. We got to watch those. Got a lot of crap that's recorded to watch. I'll probably end up watching Curse of Oak Island before she gets home today, because she's not a big fan of that. What are those Harlan Coben shows called? They're called Use Google, is what they're called. There's 2 new ones, and I think there's like 8 or 9 altogether. I don't know the name. They just have like short names, and I'm like, ugh. There's an Oak Island channel on Pluto now. Why? So they the deep diving deep, some whatever the other show is they have, and it is that douchebag who interviews him, Maddie. Like, you're a grown man and your name is Maddie instead of Matt. And he's always just like, do we think we're gonna get the treasure this week? Like, stop being such a little, almost said a bad word. Harlan Coben's Use Google. Yes, that's the name of all the shows. Wait a second. Speaking of Shelly, I thought you were going to cook for her Wednesday night, but then I saw a picture of you dining out. So I was going to do the chicken cutlets with egg noodles. And then she called on her way home from work. And I said, all right, I got the chicken out, and I'm going to cook. And she's like, okay, good. And then, then I said, hey, one of these nights I want to go to Stefan's restaurant, because everybody online is talking about it, and it's supposed to be really good. And I know her cousin went and everything else. And she's like, you know what? Let's go now. I'm like, all right, I'll put this chicken in the fridge. And then, I put the chicken in the fridge. We went to Stefan's. I had my coconut shrimp. She ordered a crap load of food that we both ate. And then Thursday night, she goes to her mom's, and she takes her mom to dinner, or she cooks for her mom, or brings something. But last night, Jess cooked. And so Shelly was like, okay, she made shrimp. And Shelly's like, well, I don't eat shrimp, but since you cooked, you guys aren't going out, then I am going to go home. And then so she called me. She's like, hey, I'm not eating with my mom, so what do you want to do? And I said, oh, I'll make this chicken. So last night I made chicken cutlets, and I made the egg noodles. I do love me some egg noodles. Let me write that. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to start my new list for food. Egg noodles. Also saltine crackers. We're getting a little low on those. Chicken cutlet bar. That would be fucking delicious. I'd have 4 frying pans going at the same time on the stove. Air fried egg noodles. I don't think I want to trust that. I also didn't egg noodles. Yeah. So yeah, originally we got egg noodles because of my wife made beef stroganoff, which is delicious. But then I used egg noodles for something I can't remember. And then we had like a bag up there, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to use this. And no, luckily the price of egg noodles has not gone up. But I did use like 4 eggs with the chicken cutlet. I'm like, this is like $20 uh, added to this meal now because of these 4 eggs. I make egg noodles and then I just throw a shitload of butter in it and let the butter melt and some salt and pepper. It's like heaven. It's like heaven. Heaven isn't too far away. So that was that. So tonight for dinner, I have no idea what we're doing. I didn't take anything out, to be honest with you. I might might be one of those days where I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just have another can of soup. My wife, Mrs. Joy, made stroganoff the other night too. Also nice, just like heaven. I'm trying to be more proactive when it comes to food things instead of just going, I don't know what I want. And then we do that a lot. Heaven isn't too far away. Egg noodles every day. Exactly. You know the song. So I'm trying to be more. I'm like, oh, let's go to Stefan's. Let's go to this Japanese buffet. The other night I was like, you know what? You want a steak? Let's go get a steak. So on the 17th of April, which is a Thursday, I'm going to, with all the authors, to Chinese buffet. And then hopefully Tom will come with us. And then on the way, dropping Tom home, I'm going to pick up my wife. We're going to drop Tom off. And then we are heading to Tybee Island near Savannah. Because the 18th is our 10-year anniversary, which is crazy. And so I was like, listen, do you want me to book... Let's just book a hotel room instead of an Airbnb. Just be easier. Because it's basically Thursday night, Friday night, and then Saturday we're coming home because she's got to cook for Easter for Sunday. And we got like a dozen people coming over. So she just booked because she books through work all the time, so she got us like a room for real dirt cheap. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna book a restaurant on Tybee Island Friday night for our anniversary, and I did. And obviously it's a place that has seafood because we're on the island, but also they have delicious looking steaks. So I did a little work. I actually did something. I'm very proud of myself. I'm trying to do better. Shelly's buying a Stairway to Egg Noodles heaven. There's a pot boiling in your house and you're standing by the stove. You add the noodles to the water and it's feeling pretty warm. I see the scroll that I work silhouetted in the back, tapping out. Exactly. All great lyrics. If Janie Lane was still around, he'd be singing them right now. Because what else is he gonna do? Originally, I thought my wife was going to be eating with her mom last night, so I was going to take the chicken and I was going to throw it into some olive oil and salt and pepper, and then put some lemon on it, and then cook it that way for 6 minutes. Flip it 6 more minutes, and then egg noodles. But then she came home, so I was like, all right, well, I'll do it. I'll do chicken cutlets. Just got to figure out what. So now I'm gonna think tomorrow she'll go to her mom's for most of the day. So I gotta be good. I gotta eat. I gotta eat well. Or I'll say to her, "Hey, let's get up early and go get some breakfast somewhere." You will. Positive Friday is right. I'm gonna officially weigh tomorrow morning. I forgot to do it today, and then I ate. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to eat now. Like, I'm gonna be good. No snacks tonight. No cookies. Nothing. In fact, the snacks that I had in my filing cabinet here, I put in the kitchen and got them away from me. I also found a cosmic brownie in there. I was like, oh, I better eat this before it goes bad. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna put it in the other room. Oh, this giant thing of cashews in the other room. Pete Marsh is the Captain Steuben of this ship, always setting it back. Exactly. And obviously you're Julie. Obviously Nick is Isaac. I mean, Tom is Gopher. We'll probably at MondoCon, we'll probably have a reenactment of one of the episodes, and then I'll have somebody famous show up, and then they can play themselves. Nick is the ship's doctor, always chasing the trim on board. Nick says he want to be the bartender. See, he always had good advice. Miss Frank, no, you are not. Yeah, because Nick, I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't have good advice. I'm gonna bring up that shark movie again. I'll be whatever you want. You are gonna be crew member number 7. That doesn't even get in the credits. Oh, good times. I doubt I will be on this weekend. Like I said, my goal is to either write a lot or play my baseball game in Minecraft. Did the Love Boat ever meet Jaws? Jaws needs love. I guess you didn't see Jaws 3D then. Jaws 3D. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Appreciate it. Everybody have a great weekend. I hope you do. I really hope you do. Remember, next Tuesday is April. Monday I have physical therapy again. 10 a.m. Brutal. Alright, Nick. Yeah, get out there. Get out there and find us some treasure, damn it. Otherwise, everybody, I will talk to you later. Have a great weekend. Eat some beef stromboli. Beef stromboli? What the hell is beef stroganoff? Have a stromboli, though. Strombolis are freaking delicious. It was good of you being here, Peter. We appreciate it. All right, everybody. Talk to you later.